Alright, y'all. Let's get into this shit. Ugh. Man, I don't even know why I try anymore. Oh, man. But like I said, let's get into the show. Okay, so they start off with Drew McIntyre coming out. You know, he's talking about Money in the Bank and how he's come back and now he's gonna defeat Roman Reigns. But the same old WWE trope baby faces that's been plaguing us for the last 5 years. I'm just like, really, WWE? Come on with this genericness. This Sheamus and his level 1 crooks come out, and I'm like, ugh. Then, of course, Paul Heyman comes out because he's the only one other than Roman Reigns that could save this show. Adam Pearce comes out behind Paul because he's his slave now. As next is the most lamest, uncreatively booking decision I have ever seen, or one of the most lamest booking decisions I've ever seen. He basically gets demanded by Paul Heyman to take out Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. That is so corny. Like, because they're former champions, like, they have to be taken out of the Money in the Bank match? Oh my gosh. I don't even have to prepare y'all for that one. Of course, they bring the Usos out. Like, it literally takes a no-brainer to think about this and, call that out. Of course, because they need the Usos for everything else they need to be involved in. Because they have no other tag teams. They have no other stars, no other pieces to move up to even compete or even be the next thing that they can push. Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is why I don't watch this show. This is why I don't watch wrestling. I'm not into wrestling, everything as a whole. When it comes to wrestling, this is why I don't watch their products. This is why I don't watch WWE. It's because they feed you out the exact same cardboard. A meal that still tastes exactly like cardboard, and they refuse to change it, even though you directed them that, yeah, this is this is not good. Can you please change this? Can you make this come out a little better? And it's like, you might as well shut up and take it. We don't care. I mean, you still bought it, right? It's like, what? Wait, what? Oh my gosh, that delusional way. Just that angry tyrant, usual way of doing things. Just utterly fucking stupid. This is why I hate corporate as well, man. It just pisses me off. This is why I don't watch the fucking products. It's because it's the exact same shit over and over and over again. Of course, they gotta use Roman and Brock too. It's like really fucking ridiculous because they ain't got nothing else. That's their fault. Don't even get me started on Sami Zayn. Once I started watching Sami Zayn work, like cut more, especially like this year, because he started getting really, really better. Like once I started watching his promos, and of course, obviously the way he wrestles. Yeah, he's fluent in the way he wrestles too. It's just really good in the way he wrestles. It's just very, very disrespectful of how they utilize him. Like it literally is just straight up criminal. I'm not even going to use generic words and what I already know. It's straight criminal. It really is criminal. Then they show us that he's participating in a Money in the Bank match, and he's competing off against Shinsuke Nakamura. Like, I know it's a Money in the Bank match, but that does not mean that we can do something at least. Just that at least bit something creative, or just something that we've never seen before. Just grab us by the attention, like something that just out of the blue, like a straight, like surprise. That's what, yeah, a surprise. They had a decent match, of course. Like, yes, I know these two has had good matches, but it's like it didn't even feel like it was any stakes on the line. Like, I felt I was just watching a match. I felt like I was no, I wasn't watching a match. I felt like I was watching a commercial. Like, really, I was just watching a commercial for another commercial for another commercial. And that's just, I can't stand that. That bores the fuck out of me. These two, oh my gosh, man. Like, I don't even know why they even have Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville. Like, they needed general managers for, like, the other, past 3 to 4 years, regardless. Because it's just a shame, regurgitated, scene by scene, play by play, just the same playbook that you've looked over 1,000 times. It's like, why do we need these characters right here, these general managers? They're not memorable. They're not entertaining. they're not in the least bit, the slightest engaging at all. They're just they're just there to be there, because if they want to make us feel like they're doing something, and they're not. I would speak on this guy. I don't even know his name. I would speak on him, but I feel like I don't have enough analyzation to do that yet. Because I hear he's one of the next and upcoming big things about, in WWE today, especially by the community. But I just feel like I need more to watch about him, because, of course, I haven't been really watching. I don't watch the product at all today to really get a consensus. So I feel like I have to watch more of him to understand and see. Then we got New Day and Jinder Mahal's crony. Seriously, like, for real. Like, straight up, like, if I didn't have, because I have much, I want the opinion, of course, I want to grow a community as we are, the Cosmic Brethren is strong, but that's the only reason that's keeping me from watching the current product. But that's like, this channel is like genuinely the only reason of why I even watched a little, and why I'm even doing this. It's because it literally has no reason to pull me into the show. It's just straight boredom. Straight, just failing, horrifically failing comedy. And it's just all around. Nothing about it is engaging. It's just straight up trash. SmackDown, I think, is even worse, because it's just full of boredom. SmackDown is even worse than Raw. Then he's being told by New Day to dance. Like, I look over for 1 second to see this shit, and I'm ready to cut it off. Seriously, I'm ready to cut it the F off, because, like, what it literally is, what the fuck am I watching? Like, what is it? Then these idiots, these casuals are cheering him on. They wonder why there's no new MANURE big men, or, big man we can't take seriously. Because shit like this, like, seriously, like, who watches this shit? I guess I kind of like the promo work by Ronda, I guess I can say. But, of course, the Natty, before she came out, the Natty's promos, oh my gosh, you already know how it is. Straight cringe. Just straight laughable. Like, why is she on the mic? Stop talking, Natty. Don't talk. I thought Ronda's, like I said, a little bit of promo work was, I guess it was kind of good. It was a hitting a little bit. Then they give, I want to beat you the fuck upstairs. Then, of course, all hellaciously break course. I feel like when it comes to Ronda as a star, I feel like her promo work, especially, because I don't know, it's a lot of things like that, her promo work and her ring skills, obviously, that she needs to work more on. So, especially I feel like she kind of does have her new old character, because when she first came, I immediately clicked off for her. Like, I know her reputation, but before, when she was in MMA, but when she first came into WWE, like, the whole, when she had the whole, like, inspired, it was like a basic straight ripoff, like, but, like, her old outfit, that reminiscent of Roddy Piper, just felt like it was, of course, obviously corny, generic, weak, a straight ripoff from another person. So I wasn't clicked on it from that. So, but she changed herself. She kind of changed herself a little bit when it comes to character and character, little bit of character work. So yeah, I guess she needs to kind of work on a bit of that. But I feel like the fight wasn't needed. I feel like they should have just went on a straight burn by assaulting, just like with female insults. Like, Natty could have came a little bit more at her family and then talk about beating up her family a little bit. And yeah, they could have like ticked off that and straight up, and then Rada could have just came at her like and struck at Natty's womanhood a bit, and yeah, I felt like that could have been much more so of that, and they could have at least a little felt like they was gonna fight a little bit before the refs killed them back and stuff like that. But yeah, unfortunately, I didn't have it in myself to watch the main event. Obviously, that's generic in itself, just straight corny. This whole show, man, it just felt as usual, boring as usual, wanting me to click off and just could have watched something else that could have gravitated my attention. But yeah, that's the show. Like I said, I don't know why I did this, but of course I know the reason why I'm here. But yeah, that was the show. And if you have a problem with my opinion, well, I guess you can have these two middle fingers. But stay blessed, my cosmic brethren. I will be back, as usual, later. Stay blessed, y'all.